Hello, people of YouTube and the internet. We are here today on our brand new channel that we literally just made a few minutes ago, Yu-Gi-Mons 101. And if you're watching us, then obviously you either got directed to the wrong place or you actually like to play a little Yu-Gi-Oh! So, this is my subordinate here.
What's up?
We haven't figured out our YouTube names just yet, but if you can put it, if this video gets popular, then perhaps you can put it in the comments what you suggest our names to be, and maybe if you're lucky, we'll take them. So for now, let's
start with the deck profile.
Yes, we'll start with the deck profile.
All right. What's up, guys? This is Crystal Beast deck we have here. I know a lot of Crystal Beast deck this format don't run Rainbow Dragon. I like Rainbow Dragon. I want to run him, but it's something that I hope to bring Rainbow Dragon back. It's not a competitive deck, but maybe one day it will be. So I'm just going to start. I'm going to run through it first, and then we'll explain what each card does. So first off, 2 Rainbow Dragon.
Because he's pretty.
Yup. And then 3 Sapphire Pegasus. 3 Topaz Tiger. 3 Amber Mammoth. 2 Amethyst Cat.
Keep it going.
2 Cobalt Eagle. 2 Emerald Tortoise. And 2 Ruby Carbuncle. That's it for the Crystal Beasts.
That's our Crystal Legion.
Yeah. Next up, 3 Battle Fader. And 1 Hamon. That's it for the monster build.
So, see, this is all of our monsters.
This is all the monsters.
Now, if you know Crystal Beast, you can kind of see where we're going, but if not, if you're new to the Crystal Beast subject, we'll be touching up on that in just a little bit.
Alright, next up, we have the spells. So,
fun time.
the spells, definitely. I'm going to move these back a little.
Yes.
So, we have more room here, because we run a lot of spells here.
We do.
So, here's an interesting one. I mean, not interesting, but it's basically what you run. 2 Rainbow Ruins.
Because that's a good card.
Yeah. And I might put in a third one, but for now what I'm doing is I'm trying to experiment with this one. 1, the Seal of Orichalcos. I'm experimenting with this one, honestly. It's just,
Because, we like to make TV show decks, and, we're using TV show cards.
2 Crystal Release, 2 Beacon, 2 Promise, 2 Blessing, 2 Abundance, 1 Rare Value, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, and Crystal Tree.
Not quite a trinity, but we're getting there.
Yeah,
well, not really.
I don't want to run Heavy Storm because
obviously
it's a Crystal Beast deck. It's a Crystal Beast deck, seriously. Think about it. I may put it in if I find the deck is inconsistent. Hell, right now it could be really bad, and we'll probably make a later one when it's much better.
What's your language?
But what?
You're a child.
No, I'm allowed to curse.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
This is my channel.
Too bad.
Anyways,
Our channel.
Now, let's do a quick run through
Alright.
these cards and their effects.
So,
Rainbow Dragon.
yeah, you go ahead.
Everyone loves him, and everyone knows what he does. You can only special summon him when you have 7 different Crystal Beasts on the field, be it in the Monster Zone or the Spell Trap Zone. So he has 2 effects, neither of which can be activated on the first turn he's summoned, which are, you can send all Crystal Beast monsters you control to the graveyard to increase his attack by 1,000 for each one sent, and his second effect is banish all Crystal Beast monsters in your grave to shuffle every card on the field back into the deck, which can really hurt really badly. Now, Sapphire Pegasus, we all know him, we all love him. He's fantastic. When he's summoned, you get a Crystal Beast into your Spell Trap Zone, which is completely useful, not a minus in any way possible. Topaz Tiger, not too big, not too small, but when he attacks, he gets a little bit bigger. Now, that's something we all love to do. Amber Mammoth, he can redirect an attack towards himself if it were targeting a different Crystal Beast, just in case you want to save your Topaz Tiger or your Sapphire Pegasus. Who knows? Whatever you want to do. Amethyst Cat. This can attack directly. Who knows? What if your opponent decides to, go on the defense because your Crystal Beast deck is absolutely crushing them, right? So you're gonna summon this guy and attack directly. Why not? Cobalt Eagle can put things right back on top of your deck.
This actually, this goes in correspondence with Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus because you summon him, and then you get his effect. Then Cobalt Eagle next turn puts him back on top of the deck.
So you can do it
and
again.
then the Seal of Orichalcos right here plays into this too, because then they become beaters. They're hard to run over, which just makes it more chance to summon this, put him back on top. Then he becomes a beater. You know, it's just a bunch of beaters.
That's why I put him in the deck. Well, I never thought to put it to him, because that's something new. Crystal
Completely new.
Beast, Emerald Turtle, Tortoise, whatever his name is.
Turtle, tortoise, same thing.
I just call him Turtle.
Turtle.
He's Turtle.
Because he turtles.
He's a turtle.
Yeah.
Anyways, the turtle because he's got good defense and because he can attack. If anyone attacks, you can change that monster's defense vision during your main phase too, which is actually perfect. It's absolutely beautiful.
And then Seal, again, with the Seal 2500 defense. Look at that.
You see exactly. And then Ruby Carbuncle. When Ruby Carbuncle is special summoned to the field, you can special summon as many Crystal Beasts from your Spell Trap Stone as you desire, which is fantastic if you're doing an OTK. You know, that can really work. Triple Battle Fader, just because of the fact that these are kind of small guys, and we don't have quite a lot of cards to make them big. So, you know, we just need a little extra time, battle fade that, you know, that battle away, make it go. Haman, Lord of Striking Thunder, because, well, when Crystal Beasts are destroyed, you can choose to send them to the Spell Trap Zone as continuous spell cards. So if you draw into the Haman and just so happen to have, you know, 3 Crystal Beasts in the Spell Trap Zone, well, Haman, why not, you know?
4,000, no.
He's a 4,000.
He's 4,500 beater with the Seal.
And
I like
if
the
he's in defense mode, your opponent can't target anything else for attack, which means your little guys are safe.
4,500 defense.
4,500 defense with the Seal.
Seriously.
Alright, so Rainbow Ruins has quite a number of effects, so we're going to go through these
Yeah.
a little quickly. Its first effect is, its effects correspond to the amount of Crystal Beasts in your Spell Trap Zone, each increasing by 1. So, effect number 1 is it cannot be destroyed by card effects.
Yep.
Effect number 2, once returned, you can choose to take half the battle damage you would from any one battle. Number 3, you can send a Crystal Beast monster in your Spell Trap Zone to the graveyard to negate a spell or trap card effect that is activated. Number 4, you can draw an extra card during your main phase, which is really good. I love that effect. It's one of my favorites. Saved me in a lot of duels. And effect number 5, you can special summon a Crystal Beast from your Spell Trap Zone, which, again, is fantastic for the OTK if you have Ruby Carbuncle in there.
Yep.
Crystal Release. Crystal Release makes you guys really big. Like, I mean, just with one, Sapphire Pegasus becomes a 26. Plus the Seal would make him a 31, which is really hard to run over, even in today's format. So, and of course we all know what the Seal of Orichalcos does.
There's no point in going over this one. I mean,
have to-
seriously, it's just, you know, there's just, I mean, come on, 500 attack. I mean, I guess the only downside to it was he can't use an extra deck, but honestly, it doesn't use an extra deck, and I just like it because what I've noticed is a lot of times these guys, they get run over pretty fast. Like, in all seriousness, every time I've played it, they get run over pretty fast. So I think the Seal would help get their attack up. So honestly, this guy plus this equals ridiculousness.
That's a bad day.
That's a bad day right there.
Now let's move on. Crystal Beacon. Its effect is, if there are 2 or more Crystal Beast cards in your Spell or Trap Zone, you can special summon 1 Crystal Beast monster from your deck, which is really good. That's a really good card, because of the fact that since these guys can run over so quickly, of course you're going to have at least 2 all the time. Unless, of course, you know, somebody Heavy Storms or MSTs in, which really sucks. Crystal Promise. Crystal Promise lets you special summon 1 Crystal Beast monster from your Spell Trap Zone, which is really good for Ruby Carbuncle. I've noticed is a great combo because if you special summon Ruby Carbuncle from your Spell Trap Zone, you can have the rest of them back, which is, you know, OTK or defense even if you're looking to buy a little time. Crystal Blessing lets you choose 2 Crystal Beast monsters in your grave and put them in your Spell Trap Zone, which is great, you know, if you didn't have any space earlier and now you do, or if they got destroyed for whatever reason, you can just put them right back. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's kind of like I guess in a way you could call it a monster reborn. Like let's call it a cheap monster reincarnation.
Yeah,
Actually, yeah, let's call it a cheap monster reincarnation.
it does that. It's that. That's
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, Crystal Abundance. That's
That's the good one.
That's beautiful if you can pull it off.
Yeah.
Crystal Abundance. Send 4 Crystal Beast monsters in your Spell Trap Zone to the grave, and then send all cards on the field to the graveyard, and then special summon Crystal Beast monsters from your grave equal to the number of your opponent's cards that were sent to the graveyard by that effect. Since it says send, it cannot be negated by Starlight Road, the Huge Revolution is over, or anything else that says destroy, which makes it really convenient. Plus, the fact is that if you have no monsters on the field and nothing but your back row, you send away your back row, get rid of all your opponent's stuff, and then bring back your back row as monsters for, again, an OTK, which is apparently this is an OTK, which is really good.
Yeah, it's also mostly it's just the wording here that makes it one of a really just an amazing card. Because if you think about it, it wouldn't be as good if it said destroy, because then they could Starlight Road it. It just goes back to also hand destruction. Hand destruction gets around Dark World because it says send to, not discard to. So you're sending it, you're not discarding it. This just says send to the graveyard, not destroy. It's just that much better.
So you see, when it's our side, send is good. When it's used against us, I hate send.
Yeah.
All right, so
Isn't that every deck?
every deck?
One against the other, I guess.
Next, we got Rare Value. Rare Value's effect is your opponent. You can only activate it when you have 2 or more Crystal Beasts in your spell trap zone. Your opponent chooses one to send to the graveyard, and you draw 2 cards. It's great for draw power, especially if you happen to have duplicates in your spell trap zone. It's really good. Okay, then we got 2 parts of the Holy Trinity. You got Dark Hole and you got Monster Reborn.
Holy Trinity, awesome.
Who needs explanation on that, really?
No.
Dark Hole, Heavy Monster Reborn. No Heavy Storm,
no.
because obviously that's a bad idea.
Yeah, we may put it in later.
Depends.
Depends on how the deck runs. But for now, it's just no Heavy Storm.
Yeah.
And then finally, we have Crystal Tree. I mean, it's a skeptical card because it takes up your back row, but you can send it away anytime. What it does is that it basically, whenever when a Crystal Beast is put in the spell and trap card zone.
When a Crystal Beast is sent to the spell trap card zone, you put a counter. Actually, I think it says either. Each time a Crystal Beast monster is placed in either player's spell and trap card zone, just in case you're having a mirror match. So whenever a monster is placed in the spell trap zone, you get a counter. You can send it away to the graveyard to have from your deck Crystal Beast monsters equal to the amount of counters it had when you sent it away. So it's a really great way to fill up your back row in case you have that Rainbow Ruins going on or whatever.
Yep.
It's even as a cheap way to get Rainbow Ruins' second effect going if you're desperate. And that, my friends, is the deck profile for our Crystal Beast deck. It's kind of a Billy deck, just for funsies. Not really taking it anywhere soon.
No. And this was our first video, so it's pretty noobish.
Noobish deck for
deck.
noob YouTubers for a noob channel.
Yep.
But we're not calling you noobs. You're probably good people if you're on YouTube looking for something to copy. Not accusing you of copying either.
Heck, if you liked the build that you saw here, you can take it, you can make it better. I don't care.
Yes, and if you do make it better, please comment and tell us how to make this really good.
Yeah, we'd like to ask you guys just comment, like our channel, and subscribe. So, thanks.
Don't miss our next